All right, everybody, this is Troy again, and this is part two of the President has the blood of 4 dead Americans on his hands, and this is from the Armed Services Committee hearing on Benghazi. So I'll go ahead and start part 2.
Are you surprised that the President of the United States never called you, Secretary Panetta, and say, how's it going?
Normally in these situations...
did he know the level of threat?
Let me finish the answer. We were deploying the forces. He knew we were deploying the forces. He was being kept updated.
Well, I hate to interrupt you, but I got limited time. We didn't deploy any forces.
No,
did you call him back? Wait a minute.
The event was over by the time...
Mr. Secretary...
And of course, right there, Panetta again tries to say, save face and say, oh, we sent forces, and then of course they get him to say, well, of course they sent forces after the 7 or 8 hours of attack went on and the 4 Americans were killed. So way too late. We'll continue on.
You didn't know how long the attack would last. Did you ever call him and say, Mr. President, it looks like we don't have anything to get there anytime soon?
The event was over before
it lasted almost 8 hours, and my question to you is, during that 8-hour period, did the President show any curiosity about how's this going? What kind of assets do you have helping these people? Did he ever make that phone call?
Look, there is no question in my mind the President of the United States was concerned about American lives.
Well, all due respect, I don't believe that's a credible statement if he never called and asked you, are we helping these people? What's happening to them?
As a former
we have a second around, and we'll
chief
take
of
it
staff
up.
to the President of the United States, the purpose of staff is to be able to get that kind of information, and those staff were working with us.
Do you think it's a typical response of the President of the United States to make one phone call, do what you can, and never call you back again and ask you, how's it going, by the way? Show any frustration? We don't have any assets in there to help these people for over 7 hours?
But the President is well informed about what is going on. Make no mistake about it.
Well, that is interesting to hear. We'll talk about that in the second round.
Okay, we just got a little bit more, but him saying, the President is well informed. Well, if he was so well informed, why in the hell didn't he act on what happened and those 4 people did not have to die? Okay, just got a little bit more here, and then we'll wrap it up. This part's going to be about a minute and a half long. Oops. Got to jump backwards. Bear with me 1 second. Here we go. And here we go.
It's certainly up to the President to make all these things. Who was in charge in Benghazi? Were you in charge, Secretary Panetta?
What do you mean in charge?
As running the operation, trying to find a way to save our ambassador who was lost, trying to prevent our people from being killed, providing assistance to people who are under attack. Simple question. If the families asked me, would it be fair to say that you were in charge?
It's not that simple, as you know. I think the people that were in charge were the people on the ground.
Would you say Secretary Clinton was in charge?
Pardon me?
Was Secretary Clinton in charge?
The people that were in charge were, the ambassador there at Benghazi.
No, in Washington. No, but they can't. They were trying to save their lives. They weren't in charge. Somebody had to be in charge of coordinating assistance. Was it you, the Secretary of State, or the President? Who was in charge?
I think we're all in charge in the sense of trying to move our forces as quickly as possible to save lives.
Right. Did you ever talk to Secretary Clinton at all that night, September 11th?
Not that night, but obviously we had people in touch with her.
But did you, as Secretary of Defense and State, ever consult each other before the attack was over?
Did we consult?
Yeah. Did you talk? Did you individually talk to each other?
No, we did.
Did you? When did you?
So at least he's admitting that he didn't even talk to Secretary of State Hillary Clinton. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't she be involved in this when 4 American lives, are at stake, and others that were not killed, and especially an ambassador. You know, we haven't lost an ambassador in 30 years, so you know, it really does clearly show that they were concerned, weren't they? And also, if you notice the look on their faces, you know, they're just squirming, they're dying inside because they know they've done wrong. And here's going to be the last part here, so let me find the startup part of it. And like I said, you guys can find this online and watch the whole thing if you like, so you know this is not being cut to make it look bad or anything like that. It's you know, I'm just trying to show you the key points of this. So here's just the very last point, and coming up right now.
Well, and General Dempsey, thank you. But this, to me, is system failure at every level, before, during, and after. And the President of the United States deserves credit for bin Laden. He was hands-on, and we need to find out where he was at and what he was doing here. Thank you.
So that's it. Everybody should be outraged at what happened here. As you can clearly see from the testimony, that the president was pretty much absent, only talking for 30 minutes about what was going on. And what was he doing? Planning his next trip to Hawaii? I don't know, but he sure as hell wasn't doing anything about what was going on in Benghazi. And like I said, the blood is on the president's hand of those 4 Americans. And they need to bring his ass before this committee and get some answers out of him. They most likely wouldn't, because it would get covered up anyway. So that's all I have. Let me know in the comments what you think. Give us a thumbs up if you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget, if you subscribe to our channel, we'll subscribe to yours. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.